Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. Welcome back. I hope you all had an awesome Christmas, and I hope you at least got to chat with your family members if you didn't get to see them. I had a lovely Christmas and I got some fun goodies. So one of the things I got from my wonderful niece is this pocket punch board. So kind of like the envelope punch board, but the pocket one. I know it's been out for a while, but this is the first time I've had one, so I'm excited about that. So I have a bunch of scraps here, and I thought we could do kind of some scrap busting type stuff. I'm just going to play with this. We're probably only going to do one of the pockets. Sorry, that was my printer. The one with the notch. So we're not going to do the one with the flaps today. I mean, you know, we could make one just to see how they are, but in case you guys don't have this. But anyway, this little guy, there's a little punch right here to notch your pockets, so it's just like a regular circle punch to notch, and then it has the little cutting arm here that comes up and goes down. There's the little cutting blade, so you can slide it right through there, and it has that little knob that just sets in the track. It doesn't lock in or anything like that, just sets there so that you can cut your paper to get the little notches in it. And then these are guides for where the paper butts up. So this is how you keep your paper straight, is by butting it up against those. And then these are for scoring, these little arms, and they fold back up so it doesn't always stick out like that. It makes a square. So that's kind of nice, instead of, and they'll snap back in. But I just have them out because I can't remember if this one uses those or not. Like I said, just got it, so haven't played with it a whole bunch. So let's see, what size do I want my pockets? I think I'm just going to go kind of a mid-range, because I don't want them like huge, but I don't want them super doinky either. So maybe I'll do like a 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. That's probably a little too square. So let's do 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. That'll work pretty good, I think. I don't know, I'm gonna have to make one and see it. I am horrible about stuff like that. I need to really visualize it. But anyways, we're gonna be doing the notch pocket, so I need my piece of paper to be 6 by 5. I hope some of these are. I think I'm gonna start with these top ones. Sorry. Actually, I think I'll start with these two, because they're going to be my bottom pockets. I'm going to use my cutter. So I know I can definitely get 6 by 5 out of these, for sure. So I'm trying to think, I can't remember which direction it goes. I think it was this way. It needed to be 6. And then I'm actually going to take it off of this end, because that end's a little bit tattered. So there's one. And we'll do another one. Probably do the 5 edge first. Let me cut this and make it a little bit cleaner of an edge. So this way it needs to be 5. And this way it needs to be 6. So I want to cut it on that side, because that side's all kind of torn, ripped and torn, or whatever. So there we've got 2 of those. So we'll start with those 2, because I'm going to do 2 pockets on the bottom, and then 2 other pockets. Or I mean 1 other pocket. So I'll just start with this to see what my sizes are and all that. So if I have it at 6 by 5, oh, I don't need to, I'm thinking of the envelope punch board. So all I'm going to do is put it in here and notch it on each edge. Got to make sure it's straight, so just kind of get it butted up against that. I'm going to come in just a little bit closer, so sorry, I know this isn't great when it moves, but Go about right there. There, and then I turn it over, so you're just, you know, flipping it basically. Get it butted up against there. Sorry, it's always tricky using a new tool. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So oh, turn it over, Amy. Okay. Oh, I don't think I did this right. Because I made, oh no, that's right. So these sides fold in. That's what it is. Okay, sorry. Like I said, new to me too. So we're going to do this. And I start it from where the notch is just because I can't see the other one, even though there are dashes here that give you an idea, but that's just seems to be the easiest way for me to do it. And then you can do this one here, so I'm going to start that there. Okay. And then you turn this way, like all the way around, so you have the shorter flap again. And this one goes this way. I did that wrong because that's not the right pocket. Hold on just a minute. Okay, hi, I'm back. So yeah, I was doing the wrong one. So I'm going to actually just go ahead and fold this one, and I'll keep this and use it for something else. I was making the little coin envelope one. So my bad, I apologize. I mean, they're super cute. Isn't that cute? I mean, I could just cut that off and notch it, but it's got that little dip there, so I'd rather just get one right. But let's cut another piece of that paper, 6x5. You're probably pulling your hair out if you've done these before, so I apologize for the steep learning curve here, which seems to be the way I roll. Okay, so let's get that cut off, and we need it to be, I think it was 6 this way, 5 this way. Okay, so now I have the 2 squares again. Sorry about that, but you got to see how to do the other one. So I lied, we did end up doing the other one. You know, dingy. Okay, so this one, you're supposed to, I have my instructions, so that hopefully that would do a little bit better. Oh yeah, that was the thing that I forgot to look at. So on this, 6x5, C2, see this little guide label, the C2, right? I don't know if you guys can see it, but anyway. So that's these. So I need to have that on 2, which I did have it on. There's number 2, so you put it there, and the arrow has to be pointing this way. And on this one, the arrow points that way. So you're basically making a corner. And, oh, I do have it on C2. Well, that was just fortunate, wasn't it? Okay, and then I notch, okay, I only notched twice instead of 4 times. That's what it was. Sorry about that. That'll be upside down. So you do have to kind of think about your direction. So this will be the bottom of my pocket. This will be the top of my pocket. I'm just going to set it there for a second so I don't have to keep putting it back and forth. It does cut really well, I have to say, except that I just messed it up because I missed that corner. Okay. Now I don't need that anymore. I just need to score my pockets here. So I'm going to start down here. Sorry that it's kind of dark. It's just, maybe if I move this out a little bit. It's really like hazy here today and just dark. So we have everything is just completely covered in frost, which I love. I went out and took pictures this morning, so that was fun. Oh, I forgot to do this one. I love that frostiness on everything. Got some really cool like close-ups of the ice crystals, and they almost look like thorns on the plants. They're so cool looking. So yeah, I went and tried to get the mailbox because it looks really neat too with the frost, but it's not as frosty as everything else yet. So if we have another few days of this, it will be, because I've seen it some years where the frost goes all the way around the numbers, and it just looks really cool. Okay, so there's also a little guide on this that has the A, B, C, D, E, F, G thing, but I don't want to put, I should put it on C and C, you know, you line it up with C, and that punches and gives you your little pocket, but I don't think I want, well, I guess I can have a hole in the back too. So then it goes all the way through. So I guess in some ways that's good, especially because this paper is white on the inside, otherwise you would see the white. So there's one, and I'll glue it together in a minute, but let's just get the other one made first. Okay, so bottom needs to go towards that one. So these little pockets are a little bit quicker. I mean, they're all easy. It's just that whole learning curve of using a different tool than you're used to. But I love how it notches them. You know, it cuts out that little part perfectly. Okay. Square this part. And this one. Just keeping it straight is a little tricky. Oops. So yeah, I got some lovely, lovely things for Christmas. My big present from my hubby is we're getting a glow forge. It's really kind of a business, you know, to help our business grow, because we want to grow our business this year. So, but it will be fun nonetheless, right? So we did end up getting the glow forge. I don't have it yet. It was supposed to be here by Christmas, but like so many things right now, the stuff getting made and shipped out are like all behind, it seems. So, okay. So what I'm going to do, and I'll go ahead and we'll just do this part now, and then we're going to add one more pocket on top. But I'm going to take a glue page, which is not beautiful. But this is just going to kind of be my base to hold these, because I'm going to just put them in my ephemera. You know, I just want to have them. So I just want it to be as big enough to glue both of those on. I might actually glue them onto the side without the glue, just so the parts that do show here aren't going to have the glue goop stuff on them. The technical term. So I just need it to be 4 1/4. So I need to cut this piece of paper to 4 1/4. Wide. So we're just going to cut 2 up here, turn it around, and go 4 1/4. And then I'll just glue those pockets on, and I'll trim it down the rest of the way. So you're not seeing a lot of it. It's just going to hold my pockets, basically, is all it's going to do. Oh, and my mother-in-law got me a whole set of Distress Oxides, like colors. So I need to play with those too whenever I get a chance because they're super fun. I wanted some of those because I don't tend to use a whole lot of color, but I thought, well, maybe if I had a few of those, you know, I could add a little more color. I was kind of inspired by E over at Scrapbooking with Me because she uses them. So why is that not the right size? It's too short. It's 4 1/4, right? Yeah, it says 4 1/4, but should I cut this one? Yeah, I barely cut it at 4. What am I doing? You guys probably watched me do that one. Like, you're such a dope. And you'd be correct. Never a dull moment, right? 4 1/4, Amy, not just 4. That's 4 1/4. That still seems. Oh, that's better. That was weird. Didn't realize I did that. But yes, E over at Scrapbooking with Me, she uses just a little bit of the color around the edges and stuff, and I kind of like the way that looks. Especially with the blues and like wintry type things, it's just kind of neat to have a different color. Even though I also like it with the, you know, vintage photo and that. So I think I told you guys, but I did find a vintage photo finally. Ink pad. This one's working pretty good though. I just put the vintage photo on it. It's my old brushed corduroy one, and the ink pad is still in good shape, but it was a little bit dry, so I wasn't that concerned about altering the color because they're not that different. So I guess I kind of have my own color here, but it works just fine. So let's see, did that? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, we'll get those glued. So just make sure you have your notch and everything cut in it. Well, I mean, I guess with this one it wouldn't matter the way I did it. I cut all the way through it anyway, but you could just notch the front if you wanted. So, bless you. But yeah, we had just a nice small Christmas. My mother and father-in-law came over for Christmas dinner, and then my sister and niece came over last night, and we just did make your own pizzas. Just as a very laid-back, easy-going kind of a Christmas thing. So that was fun. See, that's still it is a little bit short. I don't understand what I did. Or was that the... Anyway, it's fine. It just has to hold it together so that I can glue it into a book at some point, or a journal. So yeah, I know a lot of people are stuck, but hopefully like you got to do video chatting or something. Family. Which is also fun, and at least we do have the technology, because if we didn't, it would be much more of a bummer. Okay, so I'm just going to glue these down entirely. My sister got me a really cool old doctor's bag, but it's one of the ones that opens up, you know, it's more like a case really than a bag, and it has the shelves in it that you like pull out. Yeah, so that is super cool. I'll try to show it on a video here soon. I just didn't bring it up with me today when I came upstairs before I started filming, so that was my bad. But anyway, I'll show you guys what it looks like. It's super cool. And I think we'll have a new digi out tomorrow. It's going to be a calendar digi, so that I know it's kind of like I didn't give you guys a whole lot of time to work with it, but with Christmas and everything, I just didn't get it done. And I kind of didn't know how I wanted to do it, so it's kind of been in motion for a bit, but it was a little tricky. But I think we're getting her done today, so. It's funny how you have something in your mind and it's very hard to make it actually come to fruition sometimes. But my son and I worked on it the last 2 days. So. Because if you're new to my channel, he's my tech guy. He's still in high school, and that's kind of like his job, is to do my tech stuff, and we pay him a little bit for it. Okay, so see, that's all you're going to see of the book page is that little tiny bit right there. But it just is essentially just holding my pockets together. But you could use, you know, a scrapbook paper or something if you wanted, you know, something else under there. Okay, so now we're going to do another pocket. And I'm sure like this kind of thing has been done before, so I don't think I came up with this, but anyway, I'm just going to cut a piece of this. This is from my Reason for the Season digi, and I need that also at 5x6. I think if I've got 5 here, I think I've got enough. Oh yeah, so wait, was it this way that was 6? Yes, it was, and I don't have a big enough piece. Well, I think we'll just make it, I guess if it's going the wrong direction, it's not that big of a deal. There is some writing back here, but, so we'll just make this way 5. And do this at 6. I don't think it'll really matter. Okay. I'm still going to have a top and bottom. Yeah, it's not really going to matter either, so this will be my bottom part. That's one thing nice about paper that's not super directional, because you can get away with doing it however you want. My folder over here. Yeah, this is a fun little setup because it comes with the whole, you know, spot for the, not bone folder, it's plastic, but it's a folder or a scorer or whatever you want to call it, scoring tool. And you know, the little cutting blade and the little punch, that's just pretty, it's pretty slick for being so little. And of course you can do different size pockets. So fold this. So thank you, Bailey. This is fun little tool she got me. Pull it up just a little bit more because it's not really very even there. Got a weird, folded it weird at some point. Okay. And then I'm just going to do it the same way I did the other ones, since that's how I did it. And then this one's just going to go like this. So you'll have, you could even make this a tuck or a top pocket, side pocket, glue 2 sides and have it more like a tuck on a page, but it's a little bit big for that. And then you'd have those 3 pockets as well. So that's kind of what we're making today. And I think I'll make another one and just for the fun of it. I got a couple of them. And then you could decorate them up more, you know, on the front and all of that, but I think we'll just do that, and I'll make another one. So trying to get a little bit of ephemera built up because I have none right now, and just nice to have a few pieces. Even if you make all the ephemera for the journal, sometimes you get near the end and you're just like, I don't know, I just need something here, you know. It's fun to at least have something, and I think I might have just almost glued that. It's fun to have something that you can just add, or, you know, have a sip of my coffee. Sorry about that. I got up this morning and like had breakfast and took a shower and did all that. I usually drink coffee with my breakfast. I don't know what I was doing, but I totally spaced it. I made the coffee. Oh, I'm telling you, people, it's getting scary. I tell my kids sometimes, you shouldn't really let me go out by myself. But anyway, so I'm drinking my coffee now. And it's not very cold, or very warm. And I have to at least just have one cup a day or I get a headache. The horrible part about caffeine. You could kind of like tilt that a little. Maybe I'll tilt it just a little this way. That'd be just kind of fun. Sort of like those ones that Dee Dee did. The stacked up pockets are just in a different orientation, I guess. Because hers were like a big one in the back, a medium one, and then a small one, and those two are like off kilter. This is really sticking. Like the glue is activated or something, but I guess it'll stick down on a page pretty well. So there's one. So we'll do another one of those. Let me measure this, and I'm going to cut the book page the right size to start with. 4 1/4 by just over 5 1/2. Or we could do a different size one too. Maybe we'll do that. And this time I think I'm going to use Tim Holtz paper to go with those other little Tim Holtz things that I made, because I've still got all these scraps, so it would be good to use them. I wonder if I could get that. Probably not. His head would get folded, so we probably won't use that side. Okay, so let's do maybe a little bit smaller ones. So instead of the 6 by 5, let's go with 5 by 4. So 5 by 4, and I need to have that little, I don't even know what you would call those little things, these little keeper things at B1. 5 by 4 and B1. So we're going to move these now so I don't forget to do it. And B. So your letters are here, your numbers are here. And it's marked on there, so if you don't have one and we're thinking of getting one or whatever. 5 by 4. Okay. I think I will go. And go this way. I kind of want to use this scrap part down here at the bottom. So is it? No, this is the part that needs to be 5. Oh no, that was not the right way. I'll save that piece and that one. Sorry. I don't know why this is such a struggle for my brain, but it really, really is. Yeah, it needs to be this. The long way is the. I keep thinking it's the up and down part, but it's not. Okay. That's a lot smaller. Look at that. And so this way would be 4. Oh, I had that totally crooked. I'm such a dope. That's the only thing that kind of bugs me about this, and it's my error. It's not its error, but it's just that I tend to do that quite often. Okay. hold it straight, it works a lot better. Okay, 1, 2. I'll probably get another one out of those. And I could probably even get one out of that right there. This one needs to be 5. This one needs to be 4. Okay. 3 of them that size. These might be a little small, but we'll see what it looks like. Okay, this is going to go this way. We need to put the bottom at the number, right up, butt up against the number. There. A little thicker paper. Probably should have done the thinner paper with the little pocket, but oh, we need to score it. My poor daughter has to go work. Well, not poor. I mean, it's good for her to go work, but she's just like, she's going to be working a lot this Christmas break. No rest for the wicked, right? That's what I did, though. Worked any chance I got when I was going to school. I wasn't very able to work a whole lot while going to school. So this one's going to be B, and B is kind of where you're lining it up. There's a B line and a B line. That way you know you're getting center. Okay. Back this way. The bottom. Yeah, I'll do this side. It's a little fiddly. I don't know what the answer would be, but I think you just got to get like quicker at it. Okay. She's very lucky to have a job and to be able to go to it, so. A little bit thicker paper takes a little more oomph. The cool thing about the double-sided paper is that it looks good on the inside too, which is very nice. Okay. And this side is my outside. So definitely gets quicker the more times you do it. It's always hard to decide which side of Tim Holtz paper to use because it's all so cool looking. It's like you don't want to not use any of it, but okay. So let's close that, set it over here. Oops, this back. Get these out of the way. And take a piece of paper, page. Oh, that's gluey on both sides. Well, we can use this side because over here it's not too bad. So I'll put this on. Cut it at, if I can measure correctly this time, 3.5. Maybe that's the problem. I cut off most of that glue mess. Ink these. Yeah, I talked to a couple other family members that live far away, so we don't get together with a whole lot, but it's always good to hear from them on the holidays. Oh, I forgot to notch that one. You guys yelling at me? I didn't hear you. I really wish I could hear you. Because it would help me a lot, I'm sure. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. My video just cut off, and I have no idea why. But anyway, this is what we turned up with. I just put a little piece of music paper there and a Tim Holtz paper doll. So that's all I added to that. And then this pocket, you know, we didn't decorate. So I hope you guys have an awesome day. I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully it was something new for you. And if not, maybe it re-sparked an idea that you've done before. So we will chat again soon. Thank you for everything. Bye-bye now.